Okay, we have another teaching from Rabba. Amar Rabba, Rabba says the following: Heniach lo gechelat alibo umes. If someone places a hard coal on somebody's heart, and the man dies, pator, the man who placed the coal on the person's heart is exempt. Why? Because the person could have taken the coal and thrown it off. The fact that he didn't does not make the perpetrator liable for the gachelet, for the coal. Al bigdo v'nesarif, but if the person put the coal on a person's garment and it burnt the garment, chayav, he's chayav to pay for the person's garment. Why not say that, well, let the person decide to take the coal off his garment? Why did he allow it to be there? So when it comes to nezek, the person's allowed to say, fine, you know what, you put it there, you're going to have to pay for the damages. That he's allowed to do. He doesn't have to take it off. And therefore, the perpetrator, the one who put the gochelet on the beged, he is chayiv. Amar Rava, not Rabba, but Rava, who lived 2 generations after Rabba, says the following: Tarvahu tininu. Both of these concepts, tarvahu, both of these concepts of alibo and beged, tininu, we have mishnahs for them. We learned them in the mishnahs. Alibo, in the case of placing the gachelet, the coal on the person's heart, the tanan, we learned in a mishnah. Kavash alav letocha or letocha mayim. A person holds someone down against their will in a fire or in water. Ve'ene yachol lealos misham, and a person is not able to get out from the fire or unable to get out from the water. Umes, and he dies. Chayav. The man who did this to the person is, of course, chayiv. Dichvo letocha or letocha mayim. But if he pushed him into the water or into the fire, v'yachol lios misham, and the person was able to get out of both of those situations, but he decided not to, umes, and he dies. Patur, the person who pushed him into those circumstances, he is not liable. Why? Because the person could have saved himself. What about the case of clothing? Big dough, when it comes to clothing. Tonight we learned in the Mishnah, Kra es kisusi, shabe es kadi. If a person says to his friend, tear my clothing, or break my jar, break my utensil, and the guy does it, chayav. The person is chayav. Why? Because he didn't say, the guy who told him, instructed him to break his utensil or to tear his clothing, he didn't tell him that he would be exempt from doing it. He said, break it. You listened to him, great. You're still chayav for doing it. Al manas liftor, patur. But if the guy said, tear my coat, break my utensil, and you will be exempt, you'll be off the hook, then you're patur. But otherwise, if someone says, here, please break this for me, buyer beware. You're responsible for your actions. And therefore, you're liable if you create any damage. Even though the guy said, go break it. Well, if the person does say on the condition, al-manas, that you're going to be exempt, then you're off the hook and break it away. Break away, tear away, whatever you want.